motorcycle waiting at a traffic light. He's going to be okay. KTLA's Aaron Myers live in West Covina with the latest on the investigation. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Frank. We're told the deputy that was shot has been with the department for nearly 20 years. He also has 2 small children. And as you said, fortunately, he is expected to be all right. He had on his bulletproof vest. And now the search is on for the shooter. The shooting happened at the intersection you can see here behind me. We'll go ahead and get into some video, though, from yesterday afternoon, shortly after this all happened. Now, we know 43-year-old Deputy Samuel Espuro was shot while stopped at a red light. He was in full uniform and on a sheriff department's motorcycle. It happened around 2:45 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Barranca Street and North Garvey Avenue. He was able to radio for help and give information about the vehicle that may have been involved. This after he was shot once in the back.
Because right now there is somebody out there armed with a firearm who shot one of our deputies in the back. And if he's willing to do that, I'm sure he's willing to shoot at anybody else. And we collectively, all of us, need to get him off the streets.
Sky 5 was overhead as Deputy Espuro was rushed to the hospital. He is in stable condition. Fortunately, the bullet did not penetrate his bulletproof vest. Now, it's unclear what led up to the shooting, but there was initially a vehicle of interest, a white van that led to a home in La Puente. Multiple people were taken into custody but released. Currently, they are looking for a 4-door white sedan with tinted windows, which was headed westbound on the 10 freeway after the shooting. Deputy Espuro is with the department Century Station and was in the West Covina area for department training. He's a husband and once again a father of 2 young children, just 2 and 4 years old, and he has been with the department for nearly 20 years. Now back here live, investigators are asking for the public's help and with finding out who is responsible for the shooting. Anyone with any information is encouraged to contact the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Reporting live here in West Covina, I'm Aaron Myers. I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
Aaron, thank you. The U.S. Supreme Court is now considering a case that could have major impacts on how states, including California, are able to handle the homelessness crisis. KTLA's Alina Bovian live now from Hollywood with details on the court's potential landmark decision. Alina, good morning.
Jess, good morning. Well, this is a case that's coming out of Oregon, and now the nation's highest court is weighing in on something that impacts so many West Coast cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and what we're talking about are these encampments right here behind us. Essentially, the decision today, not necessarily today, but the decision granting cities the authority to be tougher when it comes to homeless camping in public spaces. For now, the justices seem to be in favor of allowing cities to have strict enforcement. The court's 3 liberal justices said they are weary of giving cities a broad and unchecked power to use arrests and fines to punish homeless people who are sleeping outside, saying that sleeping is simply a human right. The remaining justices, including Chief Justice John G. Roberts Jr., saying he is skeptical of treating homelessness as a status that deserves constitutional protection. A Los Angeles-based attorney, Theon Evangelist, representing the city of Oregon City, urged the justices by arguing the problem of homelessness has been made worse on the West Coast because of U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which makes it unconstitutional for cities to impose fines or other punishments on homeless people who do sleep outdoors. The reason the Supreme Court is even considering this is because of a local case coming out of Oregon, Grants Pass versus Johnson.
And I know that jailing, ticketing, and fining people who are experiencing homelessness will not address the fundamental lack of affordable and supportive housing.
Now, at this point, Justices Brett M. Kavanaugh and also Amy Coney Barrett, they seem to be on the more restrictive side of things. So that is the very latest. I'm Lena Berman reporting live here in Hollywood, KTLA 5 News.
Alina, thank you. Budget cuts are coming to L.A. City Hall. Mayor Karen Bass has proposed a $12.8 billion budget for the next fiscal year. That's about $300 million less than the current budget. The mayor is proposing $950 million to fund homeless programs. That's down from nearly $1.3 billion spent last year. Just under $2 billion will go to the LAPD. That's an increase of about $145 million. It includes funding for full police academy classes in hopes of having nearly 9,100 sworn officers. And part of the budget will prioritize funding for basic city services like filling potholes and repairing sidewalks. City Council will make revisions before sending it back to the mayor to sign. The new budget takes effect on July 1st.